See, I decided to do my talk show because I'm kind of in a deep introspective kind of mode. I'm thinking, and my words are coming out of my brain. Yeah, but that's what this radio show's all about, is getting shit off my chest. Whether you like it or not, I need to get shit off my chest because I need some form of outlet. You know, if I don't get the shit out, it just builds up. And then I fucking destroy my house, I blow up and fucking destroy shit, you know, because I have a rage issue. And it's not because I'm an angry person, because I'm not. Naturally, I'm very happy, or I'm very depressed, but I'm not angry. I just get angry when I'm surrounded by fucking idiots. Because there's nothing more frustrating than telling the truth and people still convinced you're lying. Or they try to convince you that you're a liar because they want you to be like them. I mean, think about this logically, okay? I spend almost every day alone because I tell people how it is. I tell them the truth. And because of that, I am a lone wolf. Left to my own devices in isolation and solitude. You could always trust me to tell you how it is, but it's going to piss you off, and you want to be right, and you don't want the truth to come out. Because if the truth comes out, you know damn well you're wrong. I'm saying I'm right. I'm saying I'm honest. I never wanted to be right. My whole life I've been surrounded by people who are right. I'm right, you're wrong. And you know, it gets fucking old, man. Have you ever sat through a 3-hour lecture? I'm not talking like fucking this show. I'm talking a 3-hour fucking lecture over how wrong you are, no matter how many times you tell the truth. And then after you're told your whole life to be honest, you end up hearing, your honesty's not cute anymore. You know, let's think about this hypothetically again. You know, let's say that I did prove to somebody that I was God. And let's say it's somebody who really fucking hated God. And imagine if you hated God and you found God in a vulnerable position. You had money, you had power, you had all the assets to make God's life a living fucking hell. Because, you know, right time, right place. You know, you see things that you're not supposed to see, and then fucking next thing you know, all hell breaks loose. Then you get to fucking hold the world hostage. Because you have God hostage, who controls the world. Imagine that. Now that's power. Just imagine if God was somebody that you used to kick it with, somebody you used to talk shit about. You never know. God said he'd be back. He didn't say what his fucking name was going to be. He just said, I'll be back. And fucking, I'm going to separate the fucking goats from the sheep. A tongue made of blades and a heart made to conquer and divide. Well, let's just say hypothetically, I am what I claim to be. And that's why people hate me. Because, I mean, imagine this. The most honest person you've met in your life says that they're God one day. Everything in you that's human refuses to believe it. But everything in your heart knows it's true. That is the terrifying concept of honesty. Because when someone is honest to the point that they've sacrificed everything through honesty, lost everything through the truth, when they say shit like that, it's actually kind of horrifying to know that you treated them like shit their whole fucking life. And you fear what the consequences may be. You know, nobody knows when the apocalypse is going to be. That's what it says, biblically speaking. In pretty much every fucking book, a religious text, it says that no one will know. And that's because every day the apocalypse happens 1,000,000 times over. The apocalypse is not going to be a worldly event. The apocalypse is simply symbolic for your death. Everybody has their own personal apocalypse, and no one knows when they're going to die. The sooner they accept it, though, the sooner you can truly live the life. But, well, you know, you are living a lie. You can accept death, you know, to correct myself. Yes, you can. Accept death as a painful truth, accept life as a beautiful lie. Because in death we find out what the truth is. In life, the truth is always just out of arm's reach. Reality is stranger than fiction. We spend every day of our lives asking, what's it about? What's it about? Trust me, I know. I spend every day of my life wondering, what is it about? My first memory in existence was shooting myself. You know why shit like that isn't allowed to happen? Because now, because I remember doing that, because of whatever fucked up reason, I get to spend this entire life going, who am I? Instead of being who I am. And it sucks. Because I'll never know who I was when I pulled the fucking trigger. Maybe it was me when I was 18. I don't know. I was looking through my eyes. I didn't have a fucking mirror on me at the time. Otherwise, I might be able to figure it out. I never saw my face. Can you see your face without a mirror? No, I saw a gun and I put it in my mouth and pulled the trigger and woke up when I was 3. And so now I spend every day going, who am I, instead of living as who I am. And that's why paranormal shit doesn't usually happen to people. That's why reincarnation isn't something that, is phenomenal as we'd suspect, where people just remember absolutely every detail of who they used to be. There are certain rules on this plane, the astral plane, the spirit plane, the shadow plane. There's rules to follow for every place you go. This universe's one rule, though, is chaos. And that's what makes Earth unique. Is anything can happen. Literally anything. And if you don't believe me, well, look at Hollywood. They make sure that anything can happen. We have the magic to do it. To make films that portray any scenario you can fathom. Through a hypnotic language. But there's so many vast parallel universes to this. I mean, just imagine, there's a universe for everything that's not you. That you haven't done, that you haven't thought, that you haven't said. There's a universe for all that shit. I like to think it's behind the mirror. And that is the doorway to all of them. Every fucking aspect you can imagine. It kind of sums all of them up in a backwards language. Everything in the mirror world happens backwards. And in some weird way, it connects all the dots. They even speak like this in the mirror world. Fucking backwards. But they have conversations just like us. I mean, they walk forwards. They do normal shit. They just speak backwards and think backwards. And I'm starting to think that maybe America is the mirror world. Because compared to the rest of the fucking world, we are the most backwards fucking nation in existence. We do everything opposite of everybody. With the illusion of freedom, while creating more laws. Every day. Can you believe that I might spend a year in jail over stupid bullshit? Shit that was of nobody's business? I'll tell you right now, it was because of domestic violence. I didn't slap my wife around. I didn't punch her. I didn't choke her. I bit her. I bit her fucking arm like a piece of chicken. And she took blood thinner, so it bruised really fucking bad. She went to the doctors for her back. The doctor saw the bruise and had to do a mandated report to send police to my house to take my freedom against my will. For 3 fucking days I sat in suicide ward naked and cold because of a doctor. I can take responsibility for my action. I shouldn't have bit her. I gotcha. But I shouldn't have gone to jail over that. I'm not a domestically violent person. I'm not beating people. But no, I am free. This is America, home of the fucking free. Where you can be anything you want, as long as it's what we tell you to be. You can have any dream you want, but those dreams are going to be implanted by us while you're sleeping. We're the greatest nation alive. We're not. If you live in the American dream, you are fucking sleeping and you need to wake up. Because all the people that call me a liar and say that I'm full of shit or I'm crazy, well, can you for a second even define what insanity is, unless you've lived it? How can you even remotely begin to express what true madness is? The word insanity alone is so elusive. It's beyond comprehension. Insanity, the lack of normality. But what's normality? Best said on Addams Family by Morticia is what is normal for the spider is chaos for the fucking fly. All right? Truest statement you could ever say. What's normal for you may not be normal for me. It might be utterly chaos. What's normal for me is chaos for you. There is no such thing as normal. There's no such thing as right and wrong. There is only the truth. Everything else is a matter of view, your perception. The way you perceive the world is the way you make the world. You and me, we see two different worlds. Through my eyes, I may see you as the bad guy. Through your eyes, you may see me as the bad guy. And as long as you're right, and I'm honest, at least my reality is reality. I've met so many people in my lifetime that were right, and it gets them nowhere. But, to be fair, honesty hasn't really gotten me anywhere either. It's gotten me a lot of fucking pain in my life. I've lost everything. All my friends, because I tell the truth. And everybody who was right lost me, because they were right. So, can you define insanity? Can you define madness? Do you even know where the fuck this radio show started off? I don't even remember anymore. I was just kind of winging it. But I mean, that's my normality. That's my reality. Is that I go from one topic and it evolves into this deep, provocative speech that, has you entranced. The tonality of my voice, the hypnotic gestures. This is how conversational hypnosis works. And by the end of this, you're sitting there wondering what the fuck I was even talking about because you don't remember any of it. I mean, right now you're just focused on what I'm saying now. Until this moment, now you're starting to recall. It's through the pauses, the heavy air. It's energy control. As long as you can control energy, you are God. And you control the universe, because that's what we are. Nothing but pure energy. Electricity. Nikola Tesla could have told you that. We're sound. Light. What does lightning do best? It makes light and it cracks. Flash of light. Because electricity is sound. Sound is everything. It's life. And all likeness. Light is the only thing that gives us the perception that we have. Without it, we would be blind. And without sound, and without sight, even feeling would cease to matter. Because we'd have no understanding of what it was we were feeling. Can you feel something you can never touch? That's the question of the day. This has been Freedom of Speech. Thank you.